around my neck like I just left a safari. Beach ride it like a brand new Ferrari. Sick of the back and forth games like Atari. I know I did wrong, how many times I say I'm sorry. Cut your girl hot toddy, natural hair, natural body. Don't eat pork, that's ungodly. What she say, she still do Molly. Bring in.
Welcome back to the show. We have another more cinematic production where we have real life heroes who fight in the shadows daily. We are here to discuss basic training, the VA, and everything else Uncle Sam. I am your host, Tariq Moore, and you are watching The Warrior's Nest.
My name is Taekwon Frazier, born in Charleston, South Carolina, veteran of 16 years in the Army. My MOS was 31 Bravo Military Police. My last duty station where I got out in was Fort Cavazos. Used to be Fort Hood, but they changed the name.
Okay.
Yep.
Hello, my name is Candace Merritt. I served in the Army as well.
Well,
My MOS is 42 Alpha. For those that don't know, that's Human Resource. I got out at Fort Sam in San Antonio, and I served almost 10 years.
all right, y'all.
Appreciate your
I
service.
appreciate all of you guys' service. Thank you guys for
Appreciate
serving.
Appreciate you.
Oh, and Happy Army Day. It was like yesterday, and then National Women's Day, Veterans Day.
Yeah.
I still said that wrong.
Women's Veterans Day.
Yeah, I wanna.
That's it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was the day before Army Day.
Oh, okay, so that was what, 2 days ago?
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, 2 days ago.
Yeah, they've been having. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of postings about that.
Yeah,
So,
Texas put us on the map with that.
Yep.
You know, the Texas women. So much love.
All right. So we're gonna get right on into these questions, people. How we gonna get right on into these questions? So the first one is for Mr. Taekwon over there. How did you tell your family, and what was their reaction when you told them you were joining the military?
My family didn't really care for me to join at first. They didn't want me to go. Originally, I wanted to go to school to work on cars and stuff, but I decided not to. End up joining the National Guard as a mechanic.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I did that for 3 years in Eastover, South Carolina. That was my first. That was a great place for me.
Yeah.
Did that for 3 years. I was active duty, National Guard, working in one of the small shops. But yeah, they didn't care too much. But once I told them I was going, they was like, okay, well,
Yeah.
cool.
They was on board with you.
Yeah, they didn't have a choice at that point. I already made up my mind.
So did you get a chance to deploy?
I did.
You did? Okay. Where did you deploy to?
Once I went active duty in 2009, switched over to. I was stationed at Fort Stewart, so I deployed in 2010 to Iraq. Ramadi. Yeah.
I don't think I was. I want to say I was over 09 and 010. I was in Balad.
Okay. Yeah, we was in Ramadi.
Ah,
Yeah, we was in
okay
Ramadi
then.
and stuff, and then we were doing a lot of most of our missions were off post and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we stayed on the Iraqi Army base and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, we were staying at Taquandam. We was at Taquandam for so. It was a time.
It was a time.
It was a time.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Miss Candace, how did you tell your family and what was their reaction?
Oh, life was hard around that time. I didn't have to tell them. They were telling me, like, look. Because that was around, so the time frame of that was when we were going through so much with the economy. 2008, 2009, lost my job, moved back home to Chicago. Life was just rough, so I was like, yeah, I'm going. And they was like, okay.
They were supportive of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was already from that. My grandfather retired as a command sergeant major
So
at Fort Bragg.
Okay.
And so I was I was already in Fayetteville, North Carolina, where that's a military town.
Yeah.
And so
Vietnam.
it's appreciated to go out there. Now, if I was in Chicago, they'd be like, "You stupid."
You can do that here.
Stupid. Why would you do that? So no, I had to support, and I had my son, and so I had my family. We did the paperwork to help with my son. I split custody, so that I didn't have to worry about them having them and then me I just put it to where 50-50. Did some legal stuff with that, and it worked out. It worked out real good for me. So yeah.
That's what's up.
That's what it's about. As long as you got your family support, they
Yes.
can help you. And
Yes.
you know, I was a single mother.
Okay, then.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good answer out there for the young ladies listening. Maybe thinking about joining.
Now you gotta know what you're doing now, because some people had to give up their kids.
You do?
Well, I don't know what they do now, but back then you had to give them full custody if you were a single parent.
Okay, so
But I had a good attorney, and we did the verbal.
agreement?
We did it to where the orders, it made sense to where nobody questioned me.
Okay.
Because
So,
they
like,
would
a
try to
family
keep
care
you.
plan.
Oh yeah,
It was a few people that I saw that had to go through a family care plan because they didn't have
yeah.
they had to deploy and they had a child and stuff like that. Didn't have any kids.
They didn't know how to do it.
Yeah, so
And so
that can be rough. That can be rough.
Mr. Ty, how was your first day overseas, and what would you describe that like?
It was I remember the day. It was July 4th, 2010, when we landed in Iraq. It was like 4:00 in the morning. It was bright outside, and just coming off the plane, it felt like, you know what a hair dryer feels like when you're blowing it right on your face.
I know exactly what you mean.
That's what it felt like coming out of there, and just no moisture in the air, like dry, super dry heat.
it was worse than here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it's a different type of heat.
Yeah,
I'm teasing.
it's different, but it was hot, and I'm already a very dark person, and I got darker.
You got your sunscreen?
Yeah,
Sunscreen.
yeah, I wasn't I wasn't doing that much, so you had to wear shades the whole time because it's so bright outside. So by the nighttime, I got raccoon eyes and stuff from wearing shades all day. But it was hot and dusty.
And dusty. Always.
Hot and dusty. The sandstorms don't play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Miss Candace. What was basic training like? And was that your first time?
Lord have mercy.
Was that your first time being away from home?
No, it wasn't. When I went to basic training, they called me grandma. They called me grandma because I went in later. Because like I said, life was already like, ooh. So by the time I went in, they was like, golly, you got like an old lady. And so for me, I had already experienced life. So when people crying,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
like, come on, y'all. Like, golly, you only here 8 weeks, 8 to 10 weeks.
8 weeks.
Chill out. And so I kind of had that
Okay.
personality where I'm like, why is y'all? It's not that deep. I mean, then I started feeling bad. Like, man, I got a son at home, and I'm not crying. I mean, crying.
Yeah.
So for me, I went in with the mentality of this is a mind game. Like at the end of the day, understand what you're here for. They're only doing what they're supposed to do. So if they telling you, you know, all these rules, just do it. So I didn't like, you know what I'm saying? We all get in trouble for I couldn't
Everything.
stand
Mass
that.
punishment.
So I'm
Yeah.
looking at people crazy, but for me it was definitely a culture shock as far as because I was a picky eater, so that was hard. I cried because of that. I cried because
You
we
ain't
had
got
our tray,
you ain't got no
and
choice.
you gotta shut up
Yeah.
and just go down the line. I'm like, they like, what's wrong with you, Mary? I don't want dark meat. I don't want this. And so then I'm trying to hustle like, I give you my chicken leg if you give me your Skittles.
Yeah, trading Jello and stuff.
Like I started.
Trading.
So I just tried to learn how to deal with it that way. But I mean it is what it is. That's how it was for me. I just didn't know not to take all that stuff. Nobody, they set me up for failure.
Me too.
I had a whole bunch of stuff trying to run.
I did too. I failed twice. I had some brand new Jordans. I thought I was fresh, man. I had paid the basic fresh. It was cold. So when they got us out that bus and we started running down that first hill, I was like, oh man, I ain't prepared for all this.
I wasn't ready.
Man, I was dropping everything. I had to go back and get stuff. Then we got smoked because I kept dropping stuff.
Where was your basic at?
Fort Knox, Kentucky.
Okay.
In the middle of winter. I went like in October, November. It was cold, freezing.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope. You picked the wrong time, man.
I picked the wrong time.
He didn't pick it.
Yeah.
Well,
you could.
win.
Yes, you.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
Now when you see you went in guard, if you go in active duty, you just get the date you get. But
Yeah.
if you go
right.
in reserve or guard, then yeah, you can't pick
kind
it
of.
a little
Okay.
bit.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. So after someone finds out you in the military, Miss Candice, what's the most questions you get asked?
They ask me dumb questions. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean that. They be like, oh, well, they just asked me, oh, really? Where did you serve, or how long were you in? They don't. That's really all they ask.
Okay.
Like, oh, did you like it? That's it. I don't really get a lot of questions. I think they just get shocked that I was in and I was sad. Like, what? So, what? You know, I don't really get what was it like? None of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
A lot of people, when they ask me, they've been trying to figure out like how was basic training and how, back then and stuff like that, what to expect going through it and stuff. So I tell them like, well, if they're coming to ask me, they're like, what would be the reason to join? Like if you don't have nothing going on and you need a break.
Yeah, that's what you tell them?
Now
We last resort?
Not last resort. It's not last resort. Like the military, you can really make it a career.
You could.
You really can make it a career, and that was my plan. But things change, and but
It's also a good place for young men who don't really know what they want to do right now. Instead of just sitting around, and if you don't want to go to college, I would definitely take you to the military.
Yeah, put some money in your pocket at least.
Yeah, you at least have some money in your pocket instead of sitting around trying to hang with your friends all day.
What they call it the PFC starter pack. You get your Charger, Challenger.
Yeah. Get you a nice little car. Get you a nice car, nice apartment. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
You'll be all right. And you'll be in shape.
I
And you
tell
being
people, at the end of the day, you can get, like you said, you wanted to be a mechanic.
Yeah.
You can do that for the Army.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You can
You
get
know,
skills.
you
You
can
can kind of.
Police officer, you can do
You
that
can
for
do
the
that in
Army.
the Army.
Nurse, you can do that in the Army.
Yeah.
They got every job that they have in the civilian life, they had it in the military as well.
Yep.
And you'll get paid while you learning that job.
Did y'all see the money that they possibly getting next year? I said, dang, I can't wait to text my son. He in the Navy.
What?
Yeah, like I think the E4 said $6K after 3 years. I
They
was
getting a
like,
raise now?
No, that's a new proposal.
Oh.
It ain't. It's like their plans is gonna change. Like I can't think of what I'm trying to say, but
With the pays increasing, or they getting,
not necessarily.
or they getting like a stipend?
No, they all getting a pay increase.
Oh, okay. Well, great for everybody.
But it's a proposal, so I don't know.
Pay them people. Pay them. Give them the money. Give them the money.
Speaking of the military starter pack, Mr. Quan, what was the first thing you purchased while you were in the military?
So I had an old school car, and I was putting money into it. So I got me a Mako paint job. And
wrong with
Mako.
that.
Yeah, the Mako
Hey,
paint
I
job,
remember
the
the
little
Mako,
Mako
though.
special, and I got some rims for my homeboy and stuff like that. So
That's what's up, man.
trying to act
Did-
like
you got the starter pack.
Got the starter pack.
Got the starter pack.
So and then I bought it was a Ford Ranger, like an everyday vehicle I can get around in and stuff like that. But yeah, I got the National Guard. They give me a $20,000 sign-on bonus, so
Yeah.
I got the first one coming out of the first half coming out of AIT, and yeah, I put that towards getting the vehicle, and yeah,
That's what's up, man.
yeah.
Miss Candy, what was one of the first things you remember buying in the military?
Remember, I was a single parent, so when I was in, as in like basic training,
Give me the whole entire military time.
I was frugal, so I
You were smart with your money.
I didn't buy
Okay.
nothing. The first thing I did with my money was I sent my grandparents, since they were they were the guardians of my son. So I gave them here's some money for my baby. You know what I'm saying? So I gave them some money, as if it was child support.
Yeah.
That's all I really did was send money for them. It might have just, I don't even think I really had bills. I don't remember. That was it.
You stayed in the barracks
I mean, when?
until after you got out of AIT and stuff like that, and then did you get you had your son after you brought your son?
So I had an apartment.
Oh,
I had an apartment before I went in.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
So I took everything and put it in storage and put stuff away, and then when I got back out, I had to get another place. But I was like you. I did not guard. I did reserve. I gotta tell y'all this though.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I saw my check when I got out and went into the reserve. I said, I know you lying. Where's the rest?
Yeah.
This is a problem.
Drill P.
I didn't know.
Drill
So
P.
I did one.
Drill P.
And they liked me, so they was like, we'll put you on orders.
Yeah.
So I was on orders after that. And so I couldn't do that reserve.
Yeah.
But I did get a bonus.
Yeah.
I did too.
Yeah. That's
But
what
I lost my bonus because I went AGR.
They took your bonus away once you do AGL?
Yes. When you
Oh.
go
Change
AGR
status.
or officer from enlisted to officer, yeah, they gonna take it. It's in your contract.
If you do it,
Wow.
but they take it if you do it outside of like the requirement. So I I stayed in the National Guard for 3 years, so I can make sure I got my second half, and they wouldn't be able to take my bonus and stuff like that.
I
So
told you
they
I
had a
did it
time
right
limit?
after. Well,
Yeah, you said you only did one. One drill.
I would, yeah, I would.
You only
yeah,
did
yeah,
one
yeah.
drill.
I was,
Okay.
and so I had a lady, not a lady, but one of the supply sergeants. I love some people that just don't mind just telling me straight. She was like, "You're a single parent, go active duty," and I'm like, I don't like where they're trying to send me. And so I did it, but I was thinking about the bonus. So sometimes you gotta, man,
the
I'm like,
system.
dang, I'm like, man. So if I take the bonus, then I can't go on tour. But she was like, but you'll have a stable career starting. But I was thinking about that lump sum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I didn't get all of my money like you did, because
I stuck it out, and then I got orders like.
I would have had to get a job, and I
Yeah.
would have had to, and that was when it was really bad around that time. I could not find a job, and I had a degree in everything. It was rough for me. So
Yeah, when I was in the Guard, I was already working prior to going, so I did my basic training at EIT and came back.
oh yeah,
And then doing my drill weekend and stuff like that. And then they started telling me about getting on orders and getting extended, so every now and again I'll get maybe like a month order, two months orders, and I just let my job know. And then I was on orders for a year, working at a shop in Somerville, South Carolina. And then I got tired of that, and it was coming up on my 3 years. So I'm like, okay, I can stick it out, and I decided to go active duty right after. So that's how I was able to keep my bonus. So
I think as soon as I finished AIT, I got half. And I got home. I was home like maybe a week or two, and my unit got called up to go overseas. So we immediately went into MOS. We went down to Camp Shelby, Mississippi, and that's what we trained for like 2 months. So once we finally did time to land in Iraq, I was there like a month, and I got the rest of it. So I was overseas when mine came. So I didn't even get to just blow it, but it was tax free.
Yeah, you got yours tax free.
Yeah, I did when I came home though. I did when I came home, most definitely. But
yeah, you did it right.
I did it right. I was 17 when I joined, so like right out of high school, I already knew what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
You know, I was either policeman, FBI, something like that. I wanted to serve.
Yeah.
My family, my mom and my dad, they both serve, so it was already in my blood to do it.
Gotcha.
My little brother, he serves now. He's in the Air Force.
Okay.
So it's a family thing with us.
Gotcha.
My son served too. He Navy.
He's Navy. Yeah. See, I don't know what's the Navy. What's the Navy saying? What they do? I know the Marines do hoorah. I know we do ho. I don't know the Navy or the Air Force.
I ain't.
I don't, okay. We gonna leave y'all stuff alone. We ain't gonna bother y'all.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And my granddaddy, he was in the Air Force. He only did 4 years, and then he got out. And I think he was whatever they call military police. That's
MP.
what he did.
Yeah.
So,
That's what my dad is. He's still in too. He's been in like almost 30 years.
dang.
My grandpa was like that. He was actually the first. This is so funny. He was class 1 of Command Sergeant Major School. No lie.
Dang.
So when I went to WLC, I kid you not. So when I went to WLC, I saw his name on the NCO Academy boards. Like he's like, so he like for real.
Oh, he a super soldier.
Yeah.
Not a super soldier. He's for real history.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
That'd be
he
good
like
to have a
first
picture.
black this, first black that. Yeah.
That's what's
So
up.
you know he get him. I'm just
Yeah.
like, just kidding.
They built the network. They built it up.
So they did he came back one time for class 100 or something. I don't know what class he went out there for in El Paso. And I wish I was there, but they did an applause, a standing ovation. Because matter of fact, on Monday, his birthday, he'll be 92.
Happy birthday,
Oh,
Pops.
that's what's up.
Yeah, he'll be 92
Happy birthday.
on
Happy
Monday.
birthday.
Happy birthday then. Okay then. All right, y'all. All right. I guess we can lighten it up just a little bit. Quan, what's the last TV show you binge watched?
Damn, was I watching? I just started back watching Sweet Tooth on Netflix. I watched.
Hey, my cameraman
Yeah,
like
I
that. He
watched.
lit up. Y'all
I
should
have
see
to
his
watch
face,
it
man.
now. I have to watch it.
Yeah, so we make films here. So
Yeah.
films is very crazy.
so
Yeah.
y'all-
So this a
okay.
film thing what we do, and of course my cameraman. So that's why that was one of my questions because we're
Yeah.
interested in what everybody else is watching too.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I watched the first season when it first came out. They put the second and the third season on, and I just started trying to watch the second season.
What app is that on?
Netflix.
Netflix. I'm gonna check that out today. Sweet Tooth.
Yeah, I ain't never.
Miss Candace, what's the last thing you binge watched?
Let me tell you,
Uh-oh.
Your Honor and Bridgerton.
Okay.
Have y'all heard it? Wait,
Yeah.
why y'all didn't get excited
I've
for
heard
Because
that?
I've already watched it.
You watched which
not fair.
one?
Bridgerton.
Bridgerton.
I ain't watched
Yeah,
that one.
Yeah, I watched Bridgerton.
I'm
the
ready to check it
new,
out.
like the new ones that just came out.
It's
It's some new episodes.
I ain't seen the new episode.
Yeah, like it just came out like a month or two ago.
I ain't watched it, but they had episodes out before.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
watched,
watched
those.
those. I
I'm
ain't
talking
watched-
about the new
Oh, yeah, I
ones,
ain't watched the
and
new
I
one.
watched the Queen.
The Queensman.
No, the Queen one. She had her own.
Spinoff?
Yeah,
Oh, no, I didn't watch that.
yeah. So Suits and Your Honor.
I seen Suits.
You saw Suits? Did
Yeah,
you like?
I like Suits.
Well, why y'all didn't get excited? Cameraman, why you didn't get excited? I'm waiting for somebody to get excited with me. Like, okay, y'all like,
Look,
I was so excited.
I mean, what else you watch? I'm starting to pick up on X-Men 97,
X-Men 97.
the remake.
I like X-Men series. I like all of them actually.
Cartoon.
I told
watch
y'all
most of the
mine.
cartoons.
Nobody cared, I guess.
I said,
We
bro, just said I
care.
watched, but not the new stuff. I mean,
Your
that's-
Honor.
He
I
said he
don't know
watched
what that
it.
is.
And I watch Suits.
You watch Suits?
I watch Suits. I haven't seen all the episodes now. I've seen a couple.
It was so good to me. It was so good. Like, I wanted to be an attorney now. Like, I was like, I want to be a like, I was like, I felt it. I felt the connection.
I might have to watch that. Check it out.
Check it out.
I've
I
never
think-
watched Suits.
Last thing I binge watched, I'm gonna say The Witcher. It's on Netflix.
I started watching. I was in it and out of it. I think I was watching at the wrong times of the day. It would be like late at night.
Yeah, no, you can't watch it at night.
It's
You
called
can't.
Witcher.
Yeah,
The
The
Witcher.
Witcher.
It's like a
Sci-fi. kinda
sci-fi
like monsters.
witch movie, like
Yeah,
fight monsters
I
and
like
stuff.
that.
I like that type of shit.
My son loves that.
He'll like it then.
No, he would make me watch stuff like that, and then I would love it.
It's like Harry Potter almost.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I ain't never seen
Something
that.
like that. Except it's just
You
fighting.
just gotta
You never
watch
seen
it.
Harry Potter? Are you serious? It's okay.
I saw the one. I saw. What's the one? Cactus.
Evan, you talking about the Hunger Games?
I saw that.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Hunger Games series.
Hunger Games.
Yeah,
I saw
I
Hunger
watched all
Games.
that. Yeah.
Hunger Games is good.
Yeah.
I saw that,
of Prey,
and
yeah.
I think I
that's
saw a
good, though. I
little
like
bit of
Hunger
Walking Dead, a little bit of that.
I like
Watch
Walking
that.
Dead.
Yeah.
Like he had me. His thing is it remind me of what y'all was saying. He likes things that are not for real. Like
Sci-fi.
Like sci-fi.
yeah, like
Fantasy.
fantasy.
Yeah.
Yep.
He likes stuff that you kind of created the character.
I like that too. 'Cause
And I like
takes a
stuff
lot.
that sound like it happened for real, cause I get into it.
like drama.
Oh yeah.
No, it don't matter. It could be thriller. It could be, it don't matter what it is.
As
It
long
could
as
be
it's
comedy.
real.
If I felt like, oh my gosh,
You got to connect with the people.
They shot such a yeah,
I
yeah,
get with you. Okay,
yeah.
I feel that.
I might not be the best to my son doesn't like watching movies with me, but that's how we bond.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
You get a good show, you can sit there and watch it or whatever.
Cause I'm like, oh my god,
Oh, you talk during the movie.
I ain't gonna talk.
Oh,
I'm
no.
not gonna talk. I'm not gonna talk, but I will react.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Okay. Reaction's not bad.
Reactions not
oh,
Yeah,
like I
reaction
do
not
that,
bad.
not
Yeah.
bad.
but that's it.
Okay, that's not bad. As long as you're not gonna talk to the whole show.
My son
No,
Oh,
will
man.
talk through a movie because he's super excited.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, da da da. I'm like, Mason, you gotta hold on, son.
no,
Some more people in there watching.
no. I get mad at somebody. Like, shh. I'm one of them. Shh. Dang, watching a movie.
Yeah. Yep.
That's me.
Okay. All right. If you can meet any celebrity, who would it be, and why? We'll start with Coin.
Samuel L. Jackson. I feel like I'd be able to have a good conversation with him. You know, he old school. I like talking with older people and stuff like that. They give you a different perspective a lot of time. So I talk to him just to see, I guess, what he had to go through just to get to the level of success he is. You know, so and he's funny. It's Uncle Sam, man. Come on,
He is,
it's
man.
Uncle Sam. So
Miss Candace, my question for you is, how has your experience been with the VA?
Shoot. I was just I tell people all the time, being a veteran is way better. Like, I love being a
agree.
veteran
I agree.
more than when I served because, a lot of the problems I have is kind of their fault. But at least they try to take care of me. I mean, I may have a doctor that I may not agree with, but that's not per se the VA, like the system itself. And then on top of that, I think it's important that we get, if you can, get the TRICARE. I have that type of insurance. I haven't used it. I should, in case situations where I don't agree with what they're saying. Like, for instance, I want to get the injection. I used to get it when I was active duty in Virginia, but Texas, they won't give it to me. They will not give it to me, and I have arthritis in I have spinal arthritis, and so because they don't see the issue as being a big deal, they don't want to give me it. They want to give me the one for the nerve pain, and I'm like, it ain't my nerves that I'm tripping on.
Yeah.
So
You gotta stay consistent, man.
So
you gotta
yeah,
tell
so
them,
we be
you gotta
going
tell
back
them
and
what you want.
forth. It's been years. I mean, I'm like, dang, if you think about it, shoot, I've been complaining for 15 years. And so they were like, you got to get a second opinion, you know. So I'm thinking a civilian doctor would probably be okay with doing it, but they told me no. But they did approve for the one for the nerve block. But I'm like, I don't want y'all to burn my nerve. I don't want y'all to do that because that's not really my issue. Other than that, man, I mean, I get every service I want or need, all the medications. I may not like I said, I may not like the medication. You know, I might want Xanax, and they might be like, no, we didn't give you Xanax. Right. You know, it might be something like that. Right. But other than that, they take care of me. I don't have no problem. When I was serving, I felt like some people in other states had issues with their VA. But I feel Texas, I feel like that's why I'm here in Texas. I feel like Texas, we get taken care of. I feel like we.
I like Texas.
I think we do.
In Mississippi, it was taking forever to get anything done. I moved to Texas, and in like 4 months, man, everything changed for me. Like, I didn't have to fight as hard. I got doctor visits. I got housing. I got everything that I had been fighting years to get back home. So
that's what I've heard.
Veterans out there, if y'all in these states and y'all can't get help,
come to Texas. No, I'm just kidding.
Come to Death Row over here in
Yeah,
Texas.
come to Death Row.
Dancing, all in the video. We over here. We got y'all.
And I'm a real estate agent, so.
Hey, see?
Find a house.
Come
I
to
work
Texas,
on
man.
cars and bikes.
Plug right quick.
We connecting.
Hey, that's why we do this show, so we can connect, you feel me? All veterans, we need to connect, man. We need to start our own networking and network more with each other, you know? Hit
That's
each other
how we
up.
got here. Like, we was networking.
That's the whole thing I'm trying to do with the page. You know, I see veterans on there, I'm like, hey, we can all work together. Instead of trying to work with these other people, I can work with y'all first. We got stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
We got stuff we've been through.
Yeah.
You know, so we can help either those who out there struggling. We can help somebody who's just like us. You know, we can help a person who's trying to get their VA started.
Yeah.
So whatever you want to do, man, you can really do out here, veterans. If you're looking to get out and you're trying to find a life afterwards, you don't have to be afraid. It's so many resources you got out here. It's so many things that you can tap into. They got benefits out here that you wouldn't even know that they offer you. If you follow my page, I have veterans on here. They come on here and they teach you all these different resources that also are available to you that I'm not knowledge of, but I can show you somebody who is. And the lady, Miss Candace, just said she can help you with real estate. Y'all better use that.
Residential, commercial.
What's the VA loan thing?
That's what it's
The
called.
home loan? Yeah, VA home loan. Yeah, use that VA home loan.
Yeah.
Use that. Start yourself over.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to leave.
I'm on the business side, though, so if people want to know how to use it for other reasons, that's where I come in.
See?
Yeah, I'm in school using my GI Bill, so.
Oh my
yeah,
goodness!
The GI
yes.
Bill. Yeah.
I'm getting paid to go to school.
Yeah.
Can you say that one more time for the people, man?
I'm getting paid to go to school.
Yes.
See?
Yes.
Benefits.
Yeah. It's not bad.
It's not bad at all, man.
Not bad.
It's not.
Not on this side.
I'm telling you, it's not. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, if you pay attention to my page, you'll see that you'll see me on horses.
Yeah.
That's cause of some VA programs.
Yeah.
You'll see me
Equestrian.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see me on recreational trips, going on retreat.
Yeah.
It's because of the veterans.
Yep.
They have so many nonprofits. I had the opportunity to go to Laguna Beach. I just went I was in Corpus Christi recently with Camp Shield, but that's women. I do more women veterans stuff.
That's good though.
That is that's where my baby is. I really love the women veteran stuff. So if they have men stuff, I don't never hear about men stuff. Like I really think y'all should tap into that. I really do.
Yeah.
I lost my dad in the end of, we'll just say November last year, and when they called and said that they had a retreat, I was like, I don't think I should go. I don't think I should. And it was a great thing to go because I was able to have this connection with the horses. And you know, I don't know if y'all familiar with horses and how they are. So it kind of helped you to have that connection and learn about how you're coming off, help you breathe, have that connection with other women, do the round table. We all, veterans, we can talk about all kind of weird stuff.
All kind of
You know
weird
what I
stuff.
mean? And it's no judgment. It's no judgment. That's why I don't mind. Like I but then again, I'm pretty transparent. I don't mind. I'd be like, yeah, I take some meds, y'all.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, my back hurt, y'all. Like, I'm one of them. Like I just be like, yeah, I'm telling
It's
you.
just a whole
And
pharmacy.
then
under
it
there.
opens up the door, and when it does, now I can give you some references or resources to something that can help you.
Exactly.
Because now you feel like, oh, it's safe to tell Candace because Candace ain't gonna make me feel like whatever those things they say about us as veterans. She ain't gonna make me feel like
Crazy.
I'm crazy.
And
I'm not. So, you know.
someone to understand.
Yeah.
Understand and be like, man, I went through this and da 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 da.
Yeah.
And the conversations.
You're not alone.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
two vets can literally link up, never met each other, don't have.
Feel like family.
Yeah, and feel like family.
Feel like
That's
family.
what we
Yeah.
do.
And then anyone else that's not a vet, they'll hear us talking and
They
be
jealous.
Using,
Nah.
it's like, I don't know, I can't keep up and stuff like that. I don't know what you're talking about. And they'll just kind of like mosey on about their wheel. Just be quiet. So,
Yeah.
All right, y'all been doing good. I just got 2 questions left for y'all.
cool.
Come on.
All right. So, Miss Candace, you been on it.
Okay.
If you can ask your future self one question, what would you ask?
If I can ask my future self one question.
From where you at right now, you go into the future.
I don't know. If I can ask my future self one question. My future self?
Mm-hmm. The older you, the more successful you.
That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. The reason I don't know is because I feel like in this season, I am still, not still. I feel like now that I'm in that middle age, now I'm in a space where whatever I wanted to do last year or the year before that, it don't look the same. Now I'm in a space where I want to do something different, and so I don't know what that looks like. I don't see.
I think that's okay though.
I mean, it's gonna have to be.
Yeah, I mean.
But I think let me go back, because I think I look at it more so on the career side. Let me switch it to more personal, more of the family side. So I would say what does your surroundings look like? And the reason it sounds vague, but I'm in a space now where I focus so much on career. I focus so much on trying to be so successful and so good in school, trying to get all these accolades, that I didn't look at what it looked like being an empty nester. And so now I'm in a space where it's like, I'm actually looking at women. I got it from my grandpa, though. My grandpa is from Alabama. And he said, well, Candace, you getting married? I said, I guess I better hurry up and think about it before I get too old and nobody want me. And so now I'm in a space where I'm thinking like, okay, what is life? So this is the question. What does life look like when you take away all of those things as a woman? That, like, what's more important to you? And that's something that I guess I'm asking myself now. So I would ask my future self that deep. It's deep, I know, but that's what I would want to know. I'm a deep person, so.
You got me
So-
thinking deep on
right,
my answer
right.
now. I'm gonna be like, damn.
Yeah.
So now
look.
it's like, okay,
What am
when
I
you
gonna
look,
say?
Yeah, what I'm gonna say
because
now?
I don't want to, no shade, but I don't want to look at people like Vivica Fox and be like, well, I'm ready, y'all. And then y'all making fun of women that want to be ready at 60.
Oh man, look.
No, I'm just,
Yeah,
you get what
yeah,
I'm
I
saying?
get
Like,
it.
I don't want to
Yeah.
be one of those people, but at the same time, I do now look at women that are in a good space, happy, successful. What does that, you get what I'm saying? It go back to, what does that look like? Like, what are you doing to set that foundation now that half of your life is already gone? So I know that, you should see his face. He got that, like, profound, like,
That's a good. You went deep with that one.
So yeah, I mean, because
Wow.
everything else, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't, and I tell men that too. Like when a man, I'm like, look, at the end of the day, none of that matters. My relationship with God has shifted my thinking. It really has, and when you start looking at your purpose in life, it really ain't your job and your career. And so I'm starting to understand that and wanting to seek more understanding of that and how that looks.
Seem like you're trying to figure out who the real you is outside of the roles and stuff like that. So, yeah, I understand that. Like, I just got out in November 2022. So,
you just
so
got
like
out.
trying to transition from Staff Sergeant Frazier to Ty. You know what I'm saying? That,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, well, dang, how do I do that now? What does that even look like? Like, and
Yes.
it's a transition, and it ain't hard. It hasn't been. I mean, it's hard. It is hard.
It is hard.
It is hard.
You can't tell me it ain't
Yeah,
hard.
it
'Cause
is hard.
It was very hard to the point where I got in my little bubble.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the things about me is I have this thing with people, like I don't like to see people sad. I don't like people. So like when the fact that I know that you just got out, in my mind I'm like, oh, I wonder if he's okay. You know what I mean? So it's like I'll start thinking
It's
like
a thing.
I
It's a
can't help it.
thing.
And
It's a
so
thing. I feel like I'm on the better side. I'm on the other side of it now. Definitely had to start doing some self-development, and just trying to see who do I want to be on the outside of this. Because when I first got in, I was 18.
wow.
You know what I'm saying? I'm 36 now, so
Wow.
it's not like, oh, I'm going back to
Wow.
18-year-old me.
Yeah.
You know, like that's
Right.
who do I want to be after 16 years in the military
Yeah.
with a family now, and
Yeah.
stuff that like focusing on what I want to do, because the
Yeah.
Army was a lot of times like be on their time,
Yeah, most definitely.
For
be on their
sure.
time. So
Yeah.
family, like being in the military, I mean, it's a lot of stress on the family, stress on the kids. Like, look, I know my family went through it and stuff like that. Having to support me with my wife and kids. So I appreciate them like super much for just being there and still going through the process. So I want to be there for
That's
them at this
good.
point now. Have the opportunity to give back, or the times I wasn't there.
Oh,
You
that's
know.
so good.
You know,
That's good.
but still being able to figure out what I want for myself on the outside. Yeah,
That
And,
balance.
yeah, finding
Yeah.
the balance. So it's a thing.
Yeah, I got some good answers, man.
It's a
I'm gonna
thing.
just go to the next question.
Oh,
I'm gonna just go to the last question. I mean, y'all did that. All right, so we'll start with Quay first. I mean, sorry, I'm a coin. What achievement are you most proud of? I got y'all thinking up here.
Yeah, man. You know, he gave us the answer. He gave us the.
I ain't see that
I
one
didn't look at that one. I didn't
It's
look.
on there.
Most proud of. I say now just being in a place to where I'm able to see and understand things more now to be a better person for myself and be a better person to my family and friends. Just self-development. I'm really taking appreciation of now having the opportunity and the time to focus on me and not like take or put the blame on, oh, I got to deploy, I got to be away from this, or training, and you know what I'm saying? The feeling of not, me being able to give it back now. So that's what I feel, I guess, most accomplished about that. I got the time and opportunity to do it now, to figure me out. So.
I like the answer. Because you always are hurry up and going.
Yeah.
You always got training, deployments, so you don't really get to think about, first of all, your health or family, because that's really pretty much last compared to your job. I know that's wrong to think of it like that, but once you do take that oath, you pretty much belong to Uncle Sam. Yeah. And you got to do what he say.
Period.
Yeah.
But,
or not. You got a choice. You cannot.
We all have a choice.
Yeah, we all got a choice. You cannot. But
I would unless you would be in Leavenworth.
Hey, just understand what you sign up for, honestly. But sometimes you don't know until you in it.
That's
Definitely
true.
don't know until you was in it.
I thought it was gonna be totally different. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought it was gonna be, oh, this ain't gonna be bad. Man, that second week there, I was like, man, mama, can y'all please come get me? I ain't never doing this again.
I thought it was more structure, actually.
Yeah.
I was surprised. I'm like, what y'all doing? Get up.
Oh man. See, you was mentally ready for it. You were more mentally. I wasn't. I was just like, I'm gonna do this no matter what.
I was.
I
You're
wasn't
right.
really mentally.
Yeah.
I was just doing it for the money.
Oh, man.
I was just there. My friends thought it was gonna be cool, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Man.
Yeah.
But you was like, yeah, I got a purpose. I
No,
got kids. I'm gonna.
Yeah, you was.
Got
Yeah,
an
you.
appointment. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, it was.
So
you
you
right. I
was-
was.
Yeah, it was
That's
hot.
all right though. I like how you did yours. You was more thought about. Mine was just random impulse. Like
No, it was
I'm up here.
No, the way y'all did it was probably better because I saw that y'all lying. like they can tell you something because y'all was so fresh. And so when you got somebody coming in later in life, yeah, we're gonna be more disciplined and know.
You're not able to be molded as.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And
You're
so
not able to be
we're
molded as quickly. You know what I'm saying? That's what it come down to.
Yeah,
What it come
that's
down
really
to.
what it is. And
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I just didn't understand life in that way, and so that's what made it difficult. And I wish we had somebody that was a little more honest or put me on game. I didn't feel like I had that in the military, but I do feel like that's where I am. But it's not well received sometimes. But I'm one of those people that, I mean, just if you think about the things that I said, she said, no, you need to do this. I needed her to tell me that. She had been in, she knew the game. She was like, I was a single parent. You need to do this. I was like, I don't want to do it. Do it. I needed that. I needed somebody. I'm from Chicago. I needed some little thug and, do it. So when she did, I did it. And I'm glad she told me to do it. I tried to stay back for 40,000.
Yeah. So
That would have been dumb. I would have been
would've
still
ran through
looking
it.
for a
you
job.
would have ran through that money.
I would have ran through that money.
Ran through that money. I ain't gonna lie.
And I had a whole career. I had a whole career ahead of me. Because if you think about it, the most I would have made in that year would have been
30, 40.
40. Yeah.
About 40.
So I wasn't looking at it like that. I was looking at the lump sum. And so those are the things we don't think about.
Yeah.
We don't think about that. I'm like, nah, but I can get that money. And they do it in increments. So I wasn't, mine was in increments.
Yeah.
I got 2 lumps.